This channel will always be focused on improving the lives of young men across the world. That is the only way I can put my message across. I learn from the experiences of myself and how I've learned to deal with each problem and feed it back to you and hopefully improve your life. However, recently I've been concerned as to why is there a lack of self-improvement female YouTubers? Why is it so male dominated in the industry? Because surely women need self-improvement too. And quite frankly, they do. And I think they need it now more than ever. We are seeing growing rates of women, especially young women in high school, who have depression, birth rates on the decline. There are lack of people women who actually want to have children and want to get married, declining drastically. Many women are getting a lot older. They're working jobs that are not what they wanted. They're completely unfulfilling. And this is all because of feminism, so to speak, and having this boss bitch mentality of I can do it all on my own. But this isn't good for women, and it's not good for anyone. We've seen the rise of Andrew Tate, we've seen the rise of Hamza, that have helped millions of young men across the world improve their lives. However, there's not a female equivalent to this. And I think it's time that someone, maybe you yourself, if you're a female watching this video, step up to the plate and be that change you want to see in others. Be that voice for the voices and make the change that we need to see for women. As I'm not a woman and I can't really relate to a lot of the content, that's why this channel is solely based on men's improvement, self-improvement. But I don't see a lot of female good role models out there at all, and I speak to my sister a lot who's 20 herself, and she doesn't seem to see there's many women that she aspires to be like out there either. And I just think there's such a market for someone to just completely take over this industry for women. You see some smaller kind of productive fitness influencers on YouTube, on Instagram, but it's nothing on the same scale as we've seen with Tate or Hamza, who've completely changed the life of millions of men across the world. And that's not an exaggeration at all. You can if you go to the videos, and you'll see the amount of people that they've changed is incredible. And I feel like women are really missing this in their life, and I feel like this is a time where it's needed more than ever. And as men, we should be concerned at this, because this could be our future wives. This is a future generation of young women who are going to have a massive impact on the world. And it really is as deep as that. We don't want to see them go down the wrong path. We don't want to see our women aspire to be people such as like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion talking about sucking some like drug dealer's dick for some weed or something like that. Like, that is the type of women that like these feminists are kind of pushing women towards, and it's disgusting, I think. But that led me to a question of why is there such a lack of good female role models compared to there is for men. Like I say, we see a lot of like men's self-improvement and a lot of men trying to help other men, but I don't see the same for women. And again, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I just see it from a man's perspective, and there is some really good female role models out there, but I don't think this is the case. And the main reason I believe this is not the case is because women feel they don't need the self-improvement as men feel the same. Because as young men like myself, and maybe you watching this, we've been through a lot of challenges growing up, especially, and this is the key thing, when it comes to attracting women. It's very difficult as a young man, especially in this world where it's ever changing and becoming even more hyper competitive, and the amount of boxes you have to tick to kind of qualify to kind of even get a certain caliber of woman's attention is just increasing day by day. We know we've had to face a lot of challenges and face a lot of rejection, which is the difference, as a lot of women have not faced the same levels of rejection as we have faced, and they've kind of found it quite easy to attract men. No disrespect, even if they're not actually too attractive compared to a young man who might be attractive. And you see this with a lot of women when they go on dating apps. they pretend to be the man, they maybe pretend to be their boyfriend, and they'll think, oh yeah, I'll get loads of matches, I've used Tinder before and I've got loads of matches, it's easy. And they expect the same, because obviously, yeah, this guy's quite attractive, he should get matches, surely I get matches, and we're probably about the same level, he might even be a bit more attractive, the equivalent, but he gets no matches. And women don't really understand this, because it's completely different for men and women when it comes to attracting one another. And this is why I feel that women don't feel the need to kind of go on to self-improvement, because a lot of women don't understand that it will come later along their life where they feel that, okay, now it's not as easy as it used to be when women get to around 30, because you've got to remember that women and men live on different time scales. Men, like myself, knows that my best years are yet to come. I know if I continue to work on myself and build myself up, build my money up, build my physique up, build everything up, build that empire that I speak about in a lot of my videos, then my life is going to be very good by the time I'm 30 or even before, but each year is getting better. Whereas for a woman, it's 18 to 25, it tends to be your best years, and it's kind of solely based on appearance. That is where the woman's kind of value lies a lot of the time. Obviously, it's not solely based on looks at all, and there's a lot of women out there who go past this age and get more attractive, but generally that is kind of where women will have their best years. And I feel if women kind of knew this, then they would probably be focused on self-improvement a lot earlier on in their journey, and it's probably when they get to 30 plus they're like, okay, maybe I need self-improvement myself, and they kind of realise that, oh shit, it's not going to be this way for another 10 years. And that's completely understandable. A lot of these women who have had it easy from maybe like as young as 14, 15 these days, especially with how degenerate places are in the UK and the US, have been getting guys and hooking up with guys and getting kind of any guy that they want. And then it starts to kind of plateau maybe around 28 to 30. And then they're like, oh shit, what's happened? Like, these guys that I used to get, they're not attracted to me anymore. They're attracted to the younger girl. The girl who I was when I was in my peak. I was 22, I was 25. And it's not the same anymore. But a lot of women don't want to accept this. But it is the way, it is just how it is. It's the way it works. And a lot of women who were maybe a bit older than you, they were 30 and looking at you when they're 22 and be like, oh shit, she's got everything. Why do I not have that? It happens every single time. So you have to bear this in mind. And as I have a 12% female audience, for the women that are watching this, my message to you is I want you to be that change. I want you to be that voice, and I want you to be the role model for young women out there, because you are needed now more than ever before. And it really is that simple, and I don't want it to get too desperate, because I definitely feel this is the time now before things get worse. But that's my view on why there is a lack of female role models, self-improvement women channels. Let me know what you guys think, especially women's perspective. I'd love to hear your feedback. I might be completely wrong, and I'm completely open to that, but this is just the way I see it. So if it's helped, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.